Hi, I'm Carolyn Judge, and these are our 2017 Harley Davidson Road Kings. They are both exactly the same bikes. My husband and I ride around New Zealand, and we're documenting all of those rides for our own posterity. But the riding and the footage is so good with the GoPro Hero 5 Black that we thought that we'd put it up on the internet to share with people. So join us as we ride around New Zealand, and later we're off to Australia, and enjoy this ride that's coming up next. It's a typical ride that we do on these beautiful bikes.
So Gisborne is the most eastern point of New Zealand. It's the first place to see the sun rise. And it was the place where Captain Cook landed in 1769. He had sailed to Tahiti from Plymouth in the UK, and his objective of the voyage was to study the transit of Venus at Tahiti, which he did. And then he was asked if he could find this mysterious landmass somewhere to the south. There was rumour that there was a landmass, and on that day in October 1769, a young cabin boy called Nicholas Young spotted this East Cape Peninsula, and it's been known as Young Nick's Head ever since. And Captain Cook landed here. There's a river, and he landed by the mouth of the river. And unfortunately, there was a misunderstanding between him and Maori. And over the course of a few days, 9 or 10 Maori people got killed by Captain Cook's people, which wasn't a very good start in terms of two cultures coming together. But Captain Cook himself tried very hard to build relationships with the local people. And once it was known and documented that he had landed here at this river mouth, which was known then as Taronga, which then became translated into Gisborne, other traders started coming here, and this became quite a big trading post for travellers on this sort of South Pacific route. So a lot of industry sprung up out of this Gisborne area, and the place began to be colonised about 100 years after Cook originally landed, around 1870. Traders came, traded on the river, started bringing lots of goods in, so there was lots of landing places for the ships. And a lot of those buildings back there in Gisborne are they're sort of like wharf buildings. You know, you see a lot of history in those buildings, old hotels and such like. So the place is steeped in history, and a lot of that old architecture from last century still exists, and I have to say it's really stunningly beautiful. Unfortunately, it's not well preserved. I mean, it's still there, and you can see the beauty, but it does look a bit ramshackle in places. Gisborne is all about fruit growing and grape growing. Lots of good wines come from this region. Lots of good Chardonnays that we drink come from here. It's probably got one of the better climates in all of New Zealand. Has about 75% humidity on average, so that's quite nice. But because they're on that eastern cape, they do get hit by some cyclones that track down the east of New Zealand. So we're currently riding further out to the east. Lovely colours in this hedge. It's beautiful. Wow, look at that. Doesn't get much better than that, really. We're riding to a place called Opotiki on the east coast, and then we're gonna, and to get there it's gonna be windy and quite technical. Go through a big gorge, and then from Opotiki we go on to Rotorua, and that's where we're staying tonight before we go home tomorrow. 110 k's to Opotiki. Roadkill on this road, big fat juicy possums. That one was right in the middle of my lane. You just don't want to go over something like that. Trying to catch that husband of mine. Interesting to see what quality of road we're going to have through this gorge after the cyclone came through, because this is a pretty rugged, remote road that we're taking here. There was a tree down in that field just there, so I don't know how much damage they got through here. And he's looking up to the right, checking on the weather. I think he's probably not concerned, but he's aware that we've got quite a lot of grey cloud up there. But it looks like we're generally heading away from that weather. Does so well to read the weather and to read the road, keeps us very safe. It's conservative. Keeps us safe. That's how you need to be on a motorbike. You don't want to take any risks with weather, any risks at all. Just riding a bike's a risk, isn't it, really? 55k corner, so just slowing it down a little bit there. the rougher roads we've ridden on, so I'm just aware of a bad surface, like it's all gouged, and you know there might be the odd slump or pothole. Ooh, like there. Back for now. Look at Honey, such a legend. Majestic, rugged. Quite dramatic, very steep hills. That's what's causing the cloud to come over. Slowing it down on this one. Bit of loose metal. It's so tempting to go on a blind corner. I can see all the way down, but it just feels too reckless. The truck's pulling over. Good on you, mate. He's left me for a gang. Now I'm a gang of one. That's cool, 5 bikes up there all riding together. They really have got smelly bikes though, like huge petrol smell. Here's another possum with his bum twisted over his head. Not a very dignified way to go. Concentrate. My breath is all steamy in my helmet. It's that cold down here in this little valley. Wairata. Place to get coffee. That's unexpected, enterprising. Nice of him to stop there. dramatic road. Fifth gear now, doing 110. Only for 2 seconds until I'm back into this corner. Now I'm into third. Very lucky to have stayed dry. Look at that lovely native bush up there, it's just lovely. What a hard job it would have been putting this road in. Probably put in by the old pioneers, the old traders, to get further up the east coast. The river through here looks beautiful. You can imagine, you know, it looks just like it might have done 2,000 years ago or more. 110 k's through here in fifth gear. On your bridge is on the left. I don't see a bridge. That's lovely. I could easily paint that. Oh, so much inspiration for painting. Back there, honey, so we've got about 270 k's to Rotorua. So that must be about 120 odd k's once we pop out of this gorge. Once we get out of this gorge, then the riding becomes easy. This is the highlight of the ride, just here. That's lovely. The river sort of ripples and rapids in places, and then it widens out and goes so slowly that it shows reflection. happy with my riding today. I think I'm doing very well. I actually feel a lot more coordinated today than I did yesterday. It was quite funny at times. Watching the video last night of yesterday, it was just one cop up after the other. Not just me either, but Honey did a good bunny hop away from the lights, which is not like him. In fact, I've never seen him bunny hop before, so classic that got caught on video. And I did my horrendous gear change through a roundabout, and just, I don't know what I did wrong, but I lurched forward, the engine revving. That was just silly mistakes. There's a lot of cows. Looks alright, they're all standing by the gate waiting to be milked. Hopi. It's a very nice place. It's got a nice feel to it. This must be Whakatane. I didn't realise it was so close to Ohopi. Yes, I recognise this area now. Got to really concentrate now. We've been riding all day. It's been quite a long technical ride. 50k's out from Rotorua. It's quite a technical area again, and it's these places where you've just got to be on the ball, this sort of situation. Gear handling this so well. accommodation is on the left, but further down. These maples look beautiful. This is where we stay here. This is the back of the Regal Palms. And here we are. It's been a great ride. And riding to Auckland tomorrow. So that's us for today.